starting then.
Start.
Start again. Hello. Hi everyone. How are you? I hope everyone is good. Let's talk about the nature of management. Yes. From last classes, we are discussing management. In the first session, we discussed what are the characteristics of management. And the second session, we discussed the importance and the objectives of the management. And in the third session, we discussed the nature of management. I already explained you what is the difference between characteristic and nature. Characteristic is little bit differ from nature. How means character means the person is this much height, this person is this much weight, that is characteristic. Nature means how we will perform in the situations, how we will handle the critical situation, how we will perform in bad situation, that is nature. Both are, if generally we will similarize the two words, the characteristic and nature, but both the words are different from one word to another word. Characteristic is different from nature. I already given examples, that is characteristic means the character of the person, but nature means it's the person's nature. That means how he will perform, how he will work, how he will handle the situation, how he will handle the bad situation, that is relating to nature. In that process, I already discussed how the management having the different natures. The first nature is, it is an art. Management is an art. Management is a science. And also one more role played by management is, it is profession. The first one is, it is playing role as an art, and it is playing role as a science, and it is playing role as a profession. So we discussed how the management will play role as an art means, because first we have to know what are the features of art, what are the features of science. And the first feature is existence of theoretical knowledge. That means each and every art should require presupposed knowledge, presupposed theoretical knowledge. That is the first one. How, if we have to learn dance, if we have to learn music, if we have to learn good speech, we should go through the theoretical knowledge. Yes, there are number of literature books, there are number of music books, there are number of dance books like Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi. That is the reason, if we should call it as an art, we should have the basic one, that is existence of theoretical knowledge. That's the first one. The second one is personal application. In the art, what are the content we are discussing, that is not common for everyone. That art is different from one person to another person. The application of art is different from one person to another person, because the two dancers cannot perform in the same manner, the two singers cannot sing in the same manner, the two speakers cannot speak in the same manner. Both the styles of both the speakers, both the styles of both the writers, both the styles of both the singers are different, because if we have to call it as art means, that art should have the quality of or feature of personalized application. If suppose I am using one type of activity means, the same activity cannot be performed by other person. If I am using one material in my own way means, the other persons cannot use that machine in his own way, because my personalized application is different, his personalized application is different. That is the reason art should require the another important feature, that is personalized application. And normally, if we should call it as art means, that should be based on practice and creativity. We cannot dance at a overnight, we cannot sing at a overnight, because it should require practice and creativity. If we can mix the Western dance into traditional dance, we can use Carnatic Sangeet into another type of music, we can use the other speeches into our speech, we can use the Western acting into desi acting, so that the art is completely depending on practice and creativity. Are you clear? The next one, science. Science means, well, you know that for calling any element as a science, that the science should have properly two elements. The first one is reason. The second one is impact. That means definitely there should be a cause and effect relationship. If you should call it as systematic body of knowledge, means there should be two important elements. One is cause and effect. That means if the a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, it is common for everyone, not even India. It is common in the America, because there is a reason and impact. There is a cause and effect. That is the reason it is systematic body of knowledge. And the principles on experimentation. So the a plus b whole square, or the theorems, or any experiments or any innovations which are not came with a single moment, not came with a single activity, not came with a one day or one night. They are came out with number of experiments, number of failures, number of works. That is the reason the why we are calling management as art. Science means that science is not a single activity, not a result of single activity. It is a result of number of activities, number of persons' experiments, number of efforts. That is the reason principles of based on experiment. That is the reason we are calling science. And universal applicability, I already discussed with you. That is, these principles are common in every nation, every continent, or each and every people require principles of management. That means scientific principles. The scientific principles are not changed from one place to another place, one person to another person, one situation to another situation. The principles of the scientific principles are common to everyone, which is in which, if the country is India or America, if poor country of Africa or rich country of Russia, there is no difference. The scientific principles are common. The scientific principles are common for everyone. That is the reason the scientific principles, for calling scientific principles, we should have three basic principles. One is systematic body of knowledge. Second one is principles based on experimentation. Third one is universal applicability. And now topic is actual, the management topic will start from here. That is how the management will play as a art. How the management will play as a science. I am talking about nature of management. What I discussed so far, that is completely relating to art and science. It is not relating to management. So art means these are the features. ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಕಲೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಿರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಿರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ಸ್. ಅವರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಆರ್ಟ್, ಹೌ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಸೈನ್ಸ್. Shall we start? How the management will start? So first one, management as an art. The first principle of management art is existence of theoretical knowledge. In the same manner, the management also working. A manager also working, or manager also performing the day-to-day operations based on literature, based on theoretical books, based on theoretical knowledge, not with own assumptions, not with own activities, not with his own theories. He will perform each and every activity. He will work each and every activity based on existence of theoretical knowledge. You can ask, the doubt is where he will get the knowledge, where he will get the theoretical knowledge. Yes, there are number of literature books, there are number of books, there are number of theoretical knowledge relating to marketing, relating to finance, relating to HR, relating to casting, relating to accounting, relating to other segments. Yes, according to that literature, according to that segments, according to that information, he will perform the role. That is reason a manager also playing a role of art. So Just compare with the art and the management. So if we have to call it as art means there should be a theoretical knowledge, right? At the same time, if the manager also performing based on, depending on the theoretical knowledge. The theoretical knowledge is relating to finance, the theoretical knowledge is relating to accounting, the theoretical knowledge is relating to human resource department, the theoretical knowledge is relating to marketing, whatever may be. He will perform the activities not with his own assumption, he will perform the activities as per the theoretical knowledge which is relating to books, which is relating to management, which is relating to accounting, which is relating to human resource management. Are you clear? Existence of theoretical knowledge. Are you satisfied with the concept? The second one, personalized application. Personalized application. There are a number of board of directors, there are a number of managers, there are a number of CEOs. There are a number of CEOs. In the same manner, if we can take it to example of two persons, one is Ratan Tata and Infosys Narayana Murthy, they are not playing same management strategies. Ratan Tata is saying we will not fire any employee. Now ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ತೆಗಿಯಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇನ್ಫೋಸಿಸ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ನಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ what are the principles we are having? There are number of thinkers, there are number of theories proposed by thinkers, there are number of information, there are number of books, there are number of theories, there are number of principles, but the principles are not used by in a similar manner by all the people. They are different from one person to another person, because if the principles used by Ratan Tata is different from Infosys Narayana Murthy, if the principles are used by Mukesh Ambani is different from Anil Ambani, the principles used by one entrepreneur to another entrepreneur. That is the reason the principles which are propounded by the many management thinkers, they are used by different persons are not same. If I am having the principles means I am not using the principles in my, I am using the principles in my own way, not with another person, not with the another theory. So the management principles also having the personal application. The principles are not followed by same nature, not copied by any person. They are based on their assumptions, based on creativity, based on their practice, based on their imagination, based on their situations. They will apply the principles so that the first principle is satisfying our management is as a art. The second principle, personalized application. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಆರ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದೆಯೋ ಸೇಮ್ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಆರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ಒಂಥರ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ಒಂಥರ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ವೋ? ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, based on practice and creativity. Yes, there are a number of principles. There are two types of principles. One is scientific principles and general principles. And the general principles and scientific principles are not propounded in a one day. They are not came out in a one night or 1 week or 1 month. They are came with a lot of activities, lot of experiment, lot of efforts. And these management principles are not universal to everyone. They are based on practice and creativity. If the person initially starting some management principles means maybe they are not able to perform, they cannot unable to work. But if you practice the principles in some places and if you using another place means automatically the principles will work out. And I already said you, the management principles are not common to everyone. According to their imagination, according to their work, according to their requirements, according to their persons, according to their surroundings, according to their background, according to their nature, these principles are the managers can use their creativity, can use their talent, can use their hard work for the purpose of using principles of management. Just clear it. Just get the clear. Art means existence of theoretical knowledge. The same thing. Management also having some theoretical knowledge. For playing art, there is a book. For playing dance, there is a book. for doing management activities. There is a book. And there is a personal application. Yes, management principles are personal application. And based on practice and creativity. Yes, for dancing, you should have practice. For management principles also, there is a necessity of practice and creativity. These are the three elements which are telling us management as a art. Management as a art. Are you clear? The second thing is how the management is science. How the management is science. Yes, we cleared how the management will act as a art. The next thing is how the management is a science. Yes, there is another important, very interesting concept of science. Yes, just take the example of formula. The formula is gravitational force. Gravitational force. You already know that. That means ಒಂದು ಹಣ್ಣು ಆಪಲ್ ಹಣ್ಣು ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಬಿದ್ದರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅವಾಗ. ಅದು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ನೋ ದ ಕ್ಲಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್. ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಹಣ್ಣು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬೀಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ರೀಸನ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಹಣ್ಣು ಬಿದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಗ್ರಿ? ಅಗ್ರಿಡಾ? ಒಂದು ಹಣ್ಣು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬೀಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ರೀಸನ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಹಣ್ಣು ಬಿದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿ, ಆ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದೇ ಹತಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ನು ಮತ್ತೇನು ಮಾಡ್ದ, ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡ, ಯಾಕೆ ಕಲ್ಲು ಕೆಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮೇಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದಾಗ ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ, ಗುರುತ್ವಾಕರ್ಷಣ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ is common for every person. It is common for each and every nation. It is common for each and every area. If the gravitational force ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಮೆರಿಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರ್ತ್ is having the force, that gravitational force. ಅದು ನಾವು ಕಲ್ಲನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. That is the problem. That is the force. That is the gravitational force. That is science. We cannot change it. We cannot change it from one nation to another nation. Are clear this? Systematic body of knowledge, principles based on experimentation and universal validity. So the next thing is how the management will play as a science. How the management will act as a science. How the management will perform as a science. That should we know. The first one is systematic of body of knowledge. There are number of examples. Just we will take one example of principle of management. The first principle is division of work. Division of work. That is general principle of management propounded by Henry Fayol. So according to him, division of work means the work should be divided into small parts. ನಮ್ಗೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹಲವಾರು ಭಾಗಗಳಾಗಿ ಹಂಚಬೇಕು. ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ, ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನೇ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆನ್ರಿ ಫೈಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಬೈ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಬೈ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್, we can try to understand how the management will play as a science. The first one is systematic body of knowledge. So we can take the example of which one? Division of work. Division of work. Okay. So division of work means we should divide the work now. That is the reason. If we divide the work means why we are dividing that work? Because each and every work should be performed by the specialist person. So ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಕಾಸ್ ಏನು? ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂತವರು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ರೀಸನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರೀಸನ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ವಿ, ಹಂಚ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ. ವಿ ಅಲಾಟೆಡ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ distributed work, and that employees who are assigned to that duty, they performed well. After completing the work, definitely we will get one effect. We will get an impact. That impact is work going well, work performed well. So there is a cause and effect. So the management principles we are adopting in our organization, we are adopting in our system, we are adopting our institution. Definitely there is a cause. Definitely there is a impact. Definitely there is a reason. Definitely there is a impact. That's the concept of management as a science. Yes, management also working as per the systematic body of knowledge. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗೋದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್, ಏನು ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಾಡಿ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ಆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ನ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್. That is systematic body of knowledge. Are you clear? Are you satisfied? Are you agreed? Please go to it. Because if you want to understand this concept, means you have to read. You have to read. You have to think. More than the reading, you have to think. That's at the time only you can understand the concept of systematic body of knowledge. Are you okay? The second one is principles based on experimentation. Principles based on experimentation. Yes, I already said to you that is Henry Fayol and F.W. Taylor both are not having the background of management. They are the engineers. They are the engineers. One person is many engineer, and another person is another engineer. But how they got the principle, how they got principles, how they evolved the principle, how they developed the principles, that is experimentation. Henry Fayol ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, F.W. Taylor ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು they are not read become, they are not studied become, they are not relating to our combination, but they developed two types of principles. One is scientific principle, another one is general principles. One is scientific principle, another one is general principles. How they evolved, how they developed means they worked a lot. They made maximum efforts. They made a number of experiments relating to management. Relating to management, they performed number of experiments. Means the person who is Henry Fayol or F.W. Taylor working in a mining company. In that mining company, there are a number of workers, but the working is not going in a proper manner. At a time, he applied one principle, that is maybe division of work, that may be authority and responsibility, or unity of command, unity of direction. At the time, he experimented number of principles, and finally, he summarized some principles. That may be division of work, that may be unity of command, that may be unity of direction, spirit decops, like that, etc. These principles are not developed in a day, not developed in a night, not developed in a week. They are the result of number of struggling days. There are number of painful stories for evolving the principles of management. At the same time, just take the example of gravitational force. Gravitational force is not evolved in one day. At the same time, management principles are not evolved in one day. That is management as a science. ನಾವು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. That is management as a science, because the principles of management are not evolved in a one day, not developed in a one night, not developed in a little efforts. They are came with number of efforts, number of experiments, number of painful struggles. That is the reason management as a science, management playing as a science. And lastly, universal validity. Here I am not giving justification for this universal validity because the gravitational force is universally valid. The formula of A plus B whole square is universally valid. The other forces or other elements or other factors, other scientific factors or scientific experiments are equal, common for every nation. But the Maven principles are not exact science. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಇವನ್ನೇ ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. They are inexact science because the Maven principles, each and every country using their own principles, each and every organization using their own principles, but not in a same manner, but not in a common manner, but not in a similar manner, because some organizations are not following any principles, just they are managing the organization with their own principles, not with Maven principles. Not with Maven principles. That is the reason, if we can call it as a management, but as per me or as per thinkers, management is not a exact science, it is inexact science, because these principles are not valid all the nations, because each and every country is not applying, each and every country is not adopting the principles of management in the same manner. China using these principles in their own way. India is using their principles in its own way. America is using the principles of management in this own way. So that management is not an exact science, it is an inexact science. So similarly, there is but the only thing is each and every country, each and every organization using the principles. So principles are valid but not in the same manner. That is the reason we are calling management is not exact science. With this point, it is inexact science. Are you clear? That is, once again, management as a art means management playing like a art, management playing as a art. The reason is this one, because management needs theoretical knowledge. Management principles are based on personalized application. They are not similar, they are not common, and these principles are not one day effort or one day output. They are result of practice and creativity. Same like art. ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಇವು ಮೂರು ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಮೂರು ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ವಭಾವ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕಲೆ ಥರ ಇದೆ. ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಲೆ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕಲೆ ಥರ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇವು ಮೂರು. ಸೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇವು ಮೂರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, principles based on experiment, and universal validity. So same management ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇವು ಮೂರು ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, principles based on experimentation based ಮೇಲೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ universal validity. That is the reason management as a art and science. Management as a art and science, and the important another role is played by management as a profession. Management as a profession. That management as a profession concept we will discuss in the next class. Thank you. Thank you, Vanada.